Hey everyone! You guys have been asking for another ShadowSense tutorial, so I thought I would get on here while I was getting ready and do that. So ShadowSense is Senegence's eyeshadow. However, you can use it for eyeliner, for contouring, highlighting, anything like that. So it's actually my favorite product of our brand. But as you can see, I have this side done, but I haven't done this, so I thought I would get on here and do that. So the first thing that I like to do when I get started is just to create a really neutral, nice base for the rest of my shadows to be blended in. So that means canceling out some of the redness or veins that I have on my lid. So I use our Sandstone Pearl, which is a nice neutral. You can use this for highlighting, for concealing, anything like that. So I'll just take it, and I actually use most of the time I'll use a nice blending brush, but for when I use for my base, I'll just put it right on the lid there. And a little bit goes a long ways. And then I just blend that out. And if I have any redness or anything like that, it just kind of takes care of it. And I go all the way up to my brow. Nothing tricky with that. There. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Mulberry to my actual lid. So Mulberry is a really pretty pink. It's just kind of a dusty pink. And I'm going to put that directly onto my lid. And I'm going to cover my lid with it. I'm not going to go up to the brow bone for this. I'll wait till I do my crease for that. But then use more of a flat brush and just kind of pat that on. And with our ShadowSense, it is the same thing as our lip sense. So it's going to be budge proof and crease proof, which is so nice for people with a little bit more oily lids. Once you let that set for about anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, it's going to stay. So it's just nothing dramatic there. It's just kind of a light base. Okay, and now for the crease. This is where it gets a little bit trickier. You want to make sure and have everything blended out really well and not have so much of a harsh line. So I do recommend investing in a nice blending brush, not something that's too harsh like this. You want to have something that's nice and fluffy. Sephora and Ulta have amazing brushes, so that's where I got mine. But I'm going to use Garnet, which is a dark brown. It's what I use to fill in my brows, also what I contour with. So if I'm going out for the evening and I want to have a more dramatic look, I'll use a couple dots of this on my forehead. I'll use it on my cheeks. So this is a wonderful color to have if you're just wanting to start off with one. But for this, I'll go in and just put literally a dot or two. Oh, that's not enough. On my line there. And then I'll take my blending brush and I'm going to go short little wispy circular motions and try to smoke that out. And again, you don't want it to be too harsh. You want it to be nice and blended. And with another great thing about our shadows is that it's blendable. So I can tell already that I don't have enough. It doesn't quite match up with the other side. So I'll go in and do one more. Again, just a dot. Put that right in there. Take my blending brush again. So there you go. Another tip that will help you get that nice awake, fresh look is by highlighting your brow as well as your inner eyes. You can see it's nice and light in there. So I take our Snow, which looks intimidating because it is literally white, but this is one of my favorites. I will take this and I'm going to go up and again, just a dot, put that there. And then I'll blend that in. And that's going to highlight your brow and give them definition. It's all about the brows these days, so we want to make sure those look good. You could even, if you wanted to, go above. I might go with Sandstone Pearl and put that right along here too, so that's, again, it's going to just define the brow. but put that in there. And then I'm also going to take that for, I mean, look at the difference that makes. Then I'm going to take it for my inner eye and put a dot in there. Okay, put that a little too much, but you can kind of fan that out a little bit. I think that looks good. The last thing that I'm going to do with snow is some people choose to do like a black liner, and I think that makes your eyes look a little bit smaller. What I like to do is really brighten it up again. So I'll take snow, and for this I'm not going to dab it on there because you're wanting to get that water line right there. So I take just a flat, small brush like this, and then I'm going to take another one that's small like that. And then I'm going to paint that right along my tear duct there. And I just do that in the inner parts of my eye. I don't go too far over. Because another thing that I like to do, I don't know if everybody else does, but is I usually carry that color. Well, I did that. I like to carry the color here. I have down, and I kind of smoke it out and kind of blend it all in together there. So I will use the Pink Posy that I had. And this is just, you don't have to do this, just something I like to do. And put that like that. And then just kind of carry that underneath here too. Blend that together. I kind of have hazelish green eyes, so these pinks and reds make my eyes pop. There. Okay, and the last thing that I'm going to do to complete my look is just apply my eyeliner. So for that, I use our Onyx, which is just a black. This stuff is great because you can put just a dot of it in your crease and you can smoke it out for more of an evening look. You can get a spoolie and use it for mascara that lasts all day, and then obviously for a liner. For this, I'm going to recommend that you do have a nicer straight edge brush. A couple options that I use is something like this, or even smaller, so which I'm going to use, or I use today to get more of kind of an exact look. I did try to record this a second ago, and I looked pretty silly up in the screen trying to do it, so I'm not going to do it exactly. I'll just show you kind of how I did it. But you're not going to use your applicator. That would obviously get messy. You're just going to dab just a little bit. You don't want to get too much on your brush because you don't want it to be goopy. And this stuff is buildable, so the darker you want it, the more you just need to apply it. So I pull out my lid just a little bit like this so I can get more of an exact look, and then I'll just run right along my lashes there. And I don't go all of the way into my eye. That's going to close my eyes out a little bit. You want to keep it nice and awake and bright looking. So yeah, that's what I do to create more of a pinkish, smoky eye. So thanks so much for joining in, guys.